How's it going, everybody? This is the update video for Gregtech 6.05.01 and 02 and 02 Ninja Fix. So if you've already updated 05.02, you might want to go do it again because there was a Ninja Fix this afternoon, and I'll explain what that was here in a minute if you don't already know. So first thing is more beanie related recipes. Mainly that would be the sap, resin, turpentine stuff. You can squeeze the sap capsules. I think you can squeeze all the capsules, but I'm not positive. The wax capsules and get refractory wax and whatever was in them, or beeswax and whatever was in them, at a 7% chance for the wax back. There's something weird going on though, because it shows up this recipe for the tin can, not the actual tin can one, so I'm not sure why it's even showing it up, or showing up as a recipe for it when it doesn't work for the tin cans, but it does work for the wax ones. And as you can see, there's this sap, which can be dried to get sugar and distilled water. And let's see, the resin you can generify from spruce resin from IHL. See, I think this is the resin for that one. Yeah, you can turn it in to turpentine in a distillery. Only way of creating it is to generify it from spruce resin. Wood pulp, small wood pulp will auto generify into botany wood pulp now. And he said there's more to come. He's just working on it little by little. He fixed a bottom texture of block being somehow Z mirrored. I'm not sure what block that was, because most machines and stuff have the outputs marking, so that's not mirrored. And I've never looked at the bottom of a block long enough to figure out that it was a mirror of another side. So next thing is the fluidometer and bucketometer can now scan for fluid blocks, not just tanks. You can see it does not work with flow, but if our lovely assistant here puts a bucket of water, you can see it says 1,000 liters now, and if she takes it away, it goes back to 0. So this will work for like down in tunnels under oceans to detect water and maybe keep you from flooding your whole tunnel like I do all the time. So hopefully we can get some airlocks made with these, detecting the water to auto shut the airlocks. We have a sap collection bag that was added. This is sap and resin bag for collecting, well, resin and sap. And this is the recipe: 5 leather, 3 stick, and a saw. You get this cute little guy here. Just a little bitty old sack. And you put it on the 2 new trees, which is what we need to talk about now. He's added a maple tree and a rubber tree. This is the maple tree. They do not come with the holes in them. You have to use a hand drill. In 501, these were 1-punch trees. You can knock the logs out, hence why the 502 came out. The rubber trees have the hole already on them, so you don't have to break the leaves to find it. And this is the cause for the Ninja Fix, because if you right-clicked it to try to get resin out, which I got one, because I already had one in my inventory, it would crash you. So that has been fixed. And there's your resin pouch. We have tested, and there is no way to automate getting things out of these as of yet. But you can use a bottle to pull out the maple sap, which Crazy's already done. And she found out yesterday that if you drink it, there is a chance of getting hunger, right?
Yeah, hunger.
Hunger 2.
And speed boost and jump boost.
Now, I've drank them and haven't gotten any effects from it yet. So it's completely random. But you put your little sap collecting bag right there on the little spot, and you can see it shows there's nothing in it. You can use a bucket. You got a bucket. I went mining, so I...
With water.
Oh, she does it over there. I went mining, so I emptied my inventory. It's amazing my inventory is actually empty, huh? But you can... There's the 64 resin that was collected in the bag that just popped in my inventory. And there's a bucket of rubber tree sap. So you can collect it with that or universal cells. We'll put it in the barrel. There's one inside. We'll take care of that later. Alright, so now to talk about these trees real quick. I'll read what it says here for you. Added my own set of trees and planks. The trees have an advanced form of leaf decay, which only slightly slower than fast leaf decay mod, much faster than vanilla, which I'll show you here real quick. We do have fast leaf decay in here, but it's not affecting these leaves. So now you can see the tree is much harder to break, and you'll see the leaves decay like vanilla, but a lot faster. And you got some bone meal over there. We can show the multi-stages of sap growing and regrow this tree.
I gave it to you.
God. I don't know why she keeps giving me stuff. She gives me stuff and it goes away.
Did you ever find the hand drill?
Alright, so let's see. Up to 5 seconds for all the leaves to drop, to be precise. Every tree got corresponding planks, including rubber trees. Also, it has slabs now. That was changed in the 502 C slab. I'll show you the planks and stuff here in a minute. Also in 502, they got the proper recipes for not using tools and things. Alright, so if you watch that sapling, it actually has a multi-stage growth texture. And then there's your tree. Let's see. Also, the planks and the logs are spawn proof, so you can build in dark places with them. I won't tell you where most of the trees are, but I know a mod adds a maple forest biome. Well, you can guess what is in the list of possible biomes for maple trees. Trees added so far: rubber, yellow planks, maple, red planks. So that's these two right here. You got your logs for rubber and maple, your corresponding planks, and now your corresponding slabs. No stairs, you got to do slab stairs apparently. Let's see. Rubber trees, similar to the IC2 rubber tree, but I fixed some things with it. And just a hint, no, they do not spawn in swamps. Too many IC2 rubber trees there already. And for anybody that cares, you can turn off IC2 rubber trees generation in the IC2 config. So if you don't want those trees and only want the Gregtech ones, that is an option. Just remember that these bags do not work on IC2 rubber trees, and you don't need tree taps for these. You just use your hand or the bag. It can be the wrong one. It has only one resin hole, and the resin hole is always at a point where you don't have to shear off leaves to get to it. The resin hole itself requires natural rubber leaves in the shape of a natural rubber tree above it in order to produce resin. I've asked Greg, and he said no, you cannot add leaves to the tree to try to make it produce more. It has to be the natural tree that was spawned, or natural leaves that spawn there with the tree. Let's see. At least 60 of 86 possible leaf spots have to be used. You cannot just shear the leaves and place a bunch of them around it like an IHL. Those would not be natural, which is actually opposite. In IHL, the less leaves you have, the less production you get from the sap collection bag, so it's better to have the leaves there. It's just not necessary. It's only in vanilla IC2 that you usually have the rubber totem poles. Let's see. It will prefer to drop IC2 resin if available. The resin holes can easily be harvested by simply right-clicking them, no tree tap needed. Now, the maple tree, which is this one, can be tapped for maple sap using the hand drill. So you just go like this, and that changes it to a tapped maple log. Needs an electric drill for now, as he hasn't made a hand one yet. Non-powered version. Only the topmost tap hole will work properly, so you cannot multi-tap a tree. Let's see. The tapped hole itself requires natural maple leaves, just like the rubber tree does. It needs at least 250 of 306 possible leaf spots to be used. And you can't just shear the leaves and off of one tree, put them on another. Same thing with the rubber. You can shear the leaves. You can see we have little bushes over here by Crazy's restaurant. So shears do work. We tried branch cutters. They work as well. We played with them a little bit in the stream the other day. The sap can be used to make sugar in the dryer or syrup in the distillery. So let me see that bottle that you're running around with there.
Didn't I give you one?
Never mind. Alright, so if you look here, you can drink it, which gives you a food of 3, saturation of 0.2. And if you look here, you got maple sap. 250 liters gives you a thing of sugar and 100 distilled water. Or in the distillery, 25 maple sap will give you 10 maple syrup and 10 distilled water. And then the maple syrup can make your maple syrup, which has a nice Team Canada tag there. And it gives you 4 food,
hunger, speed,
and 0.2 saturation. So you have hunger, speed, and jump again?
Yeah, hunger, 2, speed, and jump boost.
Okay. And we haven't tried to make the maple syrup yet because we don't have a distillery dedicated for it yet. And let's see. I do believe that's it, except for in point 2, you can now use a magnifying glass on liquid and gas burning boxes to see what's in them. So if I come back here to my power plant, which is completely dry at the moment, you'll see that it says box is empty. And we'll go over here to Junior's power plant. Well, actually, let's go inside here. It'll be quicker. And we can click on his, and it says contains 1,600 liters of petrol. So if you ever forget what you've got in them, you can find out what it is, and you can also find out if you're, running low or if there's anything in there, so you're not wasting your lighter to try to light it. So that is a nice addition. And also, Greg said he brightened up the texture on Fire on Canvas that we made in the stream the other day. I can't really tell the difference. There's a gas one. But that was one thing that was done. In case you didn't see it, I'll run back over here real quick and show it to you, and then that will be the end of our update video. I haven't really seen a whole lot of other changes that I need to let you know about. Crazy, do you know of any that I missed? There's a fire texture change. Oh, maple logs. You can also squeeze them. I forgot about that.
Them, yeah.
We almost both. Yeah, and we just talked about it before the daggone video too. There you go. You can squeeze them to get 50 liters of maple sap and wood pulp. And I'm guessing the rubber you can do as well. Let me see if I can find the Gregtech rubber log here. And yep, you can squeeze it. You get a 50% chance at sticky resin and 200 liters of rubber tree sap. So you can also squeeze your logs to get extra stuff out of that. If you don't want to use a sap collector, you can just cut them down. Now, I do believe that sometime this week in the live stream, we're going to be setting up a tree farm for Crazy for farming nuts, or a multi-farm from forestry for farming nuts. And I will try these trees on it to see if they work in forestry multi-farms for cutting them down and for collecting the resin and the sap. I have no idea if it's going to work at all, but we're going to try it. So if you're interested in seeing that, watch for the stream this week. I'll put it in the title when we do it. And that is it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, as always, leave me a message in the comments, or if you want to message Greg directly, go find him in his IRC dev channel or on the IC2 Gregtech 6 forums. And we will see you next time. Have a good one.